Okay, welcome back to another video. I'm doing my best to keep them as short as possible. Now, this video will be on dimensions and measures. So, we still have this live and extract data set. It's very small and just for the purpose of a quick explanation. Just as I said, this is more of a makeup class, so not in-depth. Other videos might come later where you have it's more like a master class when you have in-depth detailed video from a complete beginner to a master pro, whatever rank you want to get to. So that might come later, like later, right? Okay, so let's just get to this. Now, if you take a good look at this, you will notice that if I view this, there is no split here. Of course, I could connect to a much larger data set. Let me do that. Let me cancel first. Let me come here. Let me remove this. Let me connect to Microsoft Excel file. Let's say a superstore here. Alright, now because this has more than one worksheet, no file is dragged, no worksheet is placed on our canvas by default, so we have to do that ourselves. Yeah, of course you can create a model where you have relationships, linking, all of that. We'll come back to that later. I don't know. So I've dragged this other worksheet and we can see what we have there. Let me collapse this. So we have the row ID, order priority, discounts. We have hashtags. Take a note. Hashtags, alphabets, and like that. If you scroll the way. So we also have a geographical data. We also have dates right here. So let's look at what Tableau does to it. Let's click on sheet 1. Oh wow, that's a lot. Of course, because we removed this from our canvas, that's why you're seeing this red icon if you remember. So I can just close it and it's gone. Right. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Now we have a lot of fields here, but we have them divided, right? Now there's this gray line here. Can you see this gray line right here? That gray line that divides the fields we have, and they are called pews. Can you see they take the shape of a pew? So they are called pews right here. Now one example of Tableau not picking up our data is the region. Can you see it's picking it as a text? Of course it could be a text. Even our countries are in text, but they are geographical data, right? I'm going to go into an in-depth explanation about that. I mentioned that before in class, in the physical classes, right? So everything you have at the top here, they're called dimensions, and what you have below are called measures. Now the difference between them is that these are more independent fields. They are independent. These ones are dependent. That means this field here depends on this field here. If you say a discount on what? On a product. A discount on a product, right? Profit on what? Profit on a product from a region. Do you understand? In within a specific date. So these are independent data. Dimensions are independent data. Why? Measures, the ones below here, and they have all green, and these ones have all blue. Even though we have hashtag here and we also have hashtag here. So these ones are dimensions, these ones are measures, right? So these are independent, these are dependent. That's one. These are categorical, these are not categorical. That's two. These are qualitative data, qualitative fields. These are quantitative data. These are non-numeric. That means they are non-numeric. Even though you have numbers, right? They're picked as hashtag, but they can be used to categorize. They can be used to group things together. So these are non-numeric data. They are more of string and other data types that you can see. But what you have here most times are usually either geographical, longitude and latitude, because they are numbers, and number fields. They are measures. So these are numerical data. These are non-numerical data. So if we click here, we can see that we have, let me scroll to one of these. So we have sales, right? Discounts, let's go there. Now discounts, you can see we have numbers there. Product based margin, we have numbers. Profit, we have numbers, etc, like that. So that is why we have them here. Of course, this is a number as well, order ID. Let's take a look. But then it understands that it is a categorical data. Can you see? These are not numbers that you sum up together. These are identifiers. They are pointing to something, right? So the Tableau will not add them up together. Of course, if you feel it's wrong, you can always convert. And how do you convert? Is that you right click on that and convert to measure? Can you see dimensions can be converted to measures, while measures can be converted to dimensions? And you can always drag. You can just drag, let's say, product name into this place, and it takes this. It's now green. But of course, if you want to change back, you just bring it back and it takes blue. That's how you can quickly convert as well. Okay, is there anything else I want to mention before I bring this video to a stop? Just as I said once, if the video is too fast, I'm just trying to keep up with time. I don't want to make it too lengthy. You can always come back to see the video again. Take a few notes, practice, change the playback speed of the video to about, say, 0.75, 0.5, so that it can be slower, right? Just the way I'm talking now. But imagine I'm talking like this and the video will be too lengthy. Okay, so alright, so that's that about dimensions and measures. So one quick exercise that you take away with you again is that for the dimensions, of course, probably in further videos I might discuss them. The dimensions could be discrete and they could be continuous. For example, it says convert to continuous. That means this is a dimension that is discrete. A dimension that is what? That is discrete. So we can have a dimension that is continuous as well. We can have a dimension that is continuous as well. Let's say, for example, this is continuous. If I change it to continuous, now it's showing green, right? So even though green are for measures, blue are for dimension. The same way blue are for discrete, green are for continuous. So we can have a discrete dimension and we can have a continuous dimension. We can have a discrete measure and we can have a continuous measure. So that's one thing you might want to find out. Now you're saying convert to discrete. If I click here, it's saying convert to continuous, so like that. So you can, your visualization can help you understand the difference between both of them. You can try them out to see what's the difference between the discrete and the continuous. Okay, so that's I guess that will be the end of this video. This is long enough, it's about 8 minutes already. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye.